Hello and welcome back to my Arsenal career mode. I just loaded up the game here and I saw this email. The board are disappointed with your management of the team. I don't blame them. We have been drawing a lot of games and losing a lot of games. And I think on the league table, the losing amount of games and the drawing amount of games is sort of higher than the winning amount of games. So we're going to have to change that. We're going to have to start winning a few games in the Premier League and climbing up the table a bit, because there are 10 points between me and second place and 12 points between me and first place. So if we want to play Champions League next season, we do need to start winning games. But the way we're playing now, I don't see any sort of turn too soon. Unless we can start winning games and turning our poor form into good form in this episode. I really do hope so, but we'll see what this episode will bring us. The team we're putting out for this game, who is against Swansea, who are on top of the table, so this is a must-win game. We're putting out our strongest team possible. Don't have to go through the whole lineup. The only person that's not on the team that should be in our lineup to make it the strongest lineup would be Sanchez. I will be playing for him instead of Sanchez because he only has 4 bars of energy. We could play him now, but I want to wait until he gets full bar so he can be playing to his full potential. But he should be okay for the next game. But we should be able to win this game. And we got our first goal at the 21st minute, scoring past the ex-Arsenal keeper, Fabianski. Iwobi scored that goal for us at the 22nd minute. And we're 1-0 up. Eric Dyer could be in Baston, and that's gone wide. They have a free kick now into Baston, or however you pronounce his name, and that looked like it went over, so either went wide or over, and we're going into half time 1-0 up. That's not too bad. Oh, Bellerin got a yellow card. I want him to be careful now because he is our best right back. Do not want him to get a red card. The amount of free kicks Swansea had, and they missed them all, to be honest. Lacazette is true. Iwobi scores another goal. That's Iwobi's second goal. I was about to make a substitute and take Iwobi off and put on Sanchez, but I don't know if I'll do that now. That's Iwobi's second goal. Ramsey is through. Well, it looked like Ramsey wrapped the keeper there, but he passed it back to Walcott, and Walcott scored a goal from outside the box. Just going to make a few substitutes, take out any players that are low on energy, and now we're 3-0 up. Walcott again. That's Walcott and Iwobi with 2 goals in this game. All of our defence have a yellow card. That's not good. So what I'll do is I'll put Jenkinson on, and I'll put Gabriel on instead of Koscielny. To be honest, that's all I can do. I kind of tick off Mustafi or Gibbs. I don't have the right players to tick off for them. The rest are having a good amount of games. Well, they're in good form in this game and have relatively good energy, so I'll leave them on. Only 2 substitutes made, 2 defenders. I think another one of our players got a yellow card, and the clean sheet is gone. 4-1 now. Swansea scored from a free kick. Well, finally, they were bound to score from a free kick, the amount of free kicks they got. And it was Jordan Ayew at the 79th minute. We get a free kick now. Lacazette, is he going to shoot? He is going to shoot, and he does find the back of the net. 5-1. Only if Arsenal could beat Liverpool 5-1 at the start of the season. And we score another goal. This is probably our best game in the season so far. Who scored that? Ozil. And Fabianski finally saves a ball. And that's the game over, and we finally win a game. This time by 5 goals. 6-1 this game ends, and we get the 3 points. I am over the moon about that match. Our next game is against Olympiacos, our last game in the group stage of the Champions League. This is how the table is looking. PSG is on top with 10 points. We're second with 10 points. And PSG is playing against Club Brugge, which they're bound to win Club Brugge. But if we can beat Olympiacos and Club Brugge beats PSG, we move on top of the table. And in the round of 16, we will get a relatively easy team. Well, an easy team anyways. But if we finish second, we might get a hard-ish team. So we'll try and beat Olympiacos. They didn't have a good season in the Champions League this season, so it should be an easy win for us. And we already have qualified to the next round anyways. The only thing I'm worried about now is trying to get in first place, which I don't think is going to happen for us. This is the team I'm putting out for the Olympiacos game. The only changes are Cech comes on, Jenkinson comes on, Cazorla comes on, Coquelin comes on, Chamberlain comes on, and Giroud comes on. Koscielny and Mustafi have a yellow card in this game. What fell there? Anyways, I'll forget about that, as you can see there. But I'm going to sim this game against Olympiacos because it doesn't really mean anything. We already have qualified. It just means that we might have a chance of finishing in first place, which I don't think that's going to happen. But let's go ahead and sim this game. Not much happened in this first half of the Champions League. The scoreboard remains 0-0. We did have a good chance to score, but we blew up. But we have been playing good in the first half, so in the second half there should be a goal for us. If not, it could be a draw, which won't really affect us, but I'm pretty sure there's a goal coming for us. I was right in saying there was a goal coming for us in the second half. Cazorla scored at the 86th minute to make us win the game 1-0. And now fingers crossed that PSG lost against Club Brugge, which I don't think happened. Yeah. PSG bet Club Brugge by 7-0. So we're going to finish in second place. It does mean that in the round of 16 we're going to get sort of a hard team. It depends who had a good or bad season in the Champions League. So it could be an easy team, it could be a hard team. But anyways, we're through to the round of 16 and hopefully we can get further than the round of 16. Really do hope so, unlike Arsenal in real life. The team we're putting out for Sunderland is the exact same team, starting 11 and bench, we had for the last game against Olympiacos in the Champions League. And in this game we're going to sim it as well, just so that we can get to the big games, because I had a look at the fixture list and there's a few big games coming up that I want to try and get into this episode. So let's go and sim against Sunderland. It has been a tight first half, but unfortunately we concede by Borini at the 40th minute. We did have a good chance just before half time. The keeper came out like right outside his box, and I think it was Giroud who could have shot, but he passed it straight into a Sunderland player. So hopefully the second half we can get better and get good chances and maybe knock in a few goals. Unfortunately, we lost to Sunderland. Not much happened in the second half, but we did dominate possession, and I felt like that we could have won this game and we should have won this game, but we lost it 1-0. This is the team I'm putting out for Leicester. It's our strongest team. The only replacement is Gabriel comes on for Mustafi, who has a red card. And I was deciding on putting on a mixed team, or put on my strongest team, because we do have a big match coming up in a few days' time in the Premier League, and it is massive. So I'm deciding to take a risk here and put on my strongest team possible against Leicester. So let's get into the match, and hoping that most of my best players will have at least 4 bars of stamina for the big massive game that's coming up now in the Premier League, which is right after the Leicester match actually. But anyways, the board said that we should win this game, So we'll see what happens. We do score just before half time, hopefully a sign of good things. And once again, it's Lacazette who scored. And we just score another goal 2 minutes after Lacazette scored. This time it was Walcott. But the tennis saying they both scored at the same time, but Lacazette and Walcott score at half time and we're 2-0 up. Great. 2 goals in the first half. Can we get another 2 goals in the second half? There's a free given. I think it was to Leicester. And we score. Schmeichel is having a bad game today. He's letting in 3 goals now. Who's this who scored? Sanchez. 3-0 up. We could be in trouble here, and we are. We concede. Who scored? Ndidi. I wouldn't know if it was the proper kit numbers, but in Football Manager they sort of mix up the kit numbers depending on what position you put the players in, because one would be the goalkeeper, 2, 3, 4, 5, depending on what formation will be the defenders, etc. You might get what it is then. We concede the second goal, so we might have to make a few substitutes to make sure we don't concede another goal. I do have Donnarumma in goal, don't I? It's not Czech. It's Czech. I meant to put Donnarumma in goal. But anyways, Donnarumma will be playing in the next game in the Premier League, which is massive for us. Let's see. I might play a bit of Chamberlain maybe. Put on a bit of Chamberlain there. And maybe play a bit of Rob Holding and take off Koscielny. And we'll just leave one substitute just in case. I will try and make my last 3rd substitute in this game. Don't worry. We could be in trouble here. Leicester is on the attack and Okazaki, however you pronounce his name, puts it over the bar. Come on, can we get another goal? No, we can't. Schmeichel saves that. We have a corner. Final whistle. We win this match. We got the 3 points and we beat Leicester 3-2. So I'm happy with that result, and hopefully the fans will be happy with that result as well. So this episode was a good episode. We came from where we were. Where were we? I think we were 8. So we came from 8th place up to 4th place, a Champions League place. We have won 7, drew 4, lost 5. We have a goal difference of 14, which is better than Swansea, who dropped down from 1st to 3rd. We do have 25 points, so we're catching up. Man U is on top, Chelsea is 2nd, Swansea is 3rd, and we are 4th. I'm happy about that. Liverpool is 8th, Tottenham is 6th, Leicester, who we just beat, is 10th. Sunderland was 10th when we were playing them, and they moved down to 12th. Everton got up from the relegation zone to 15th. Watford is 16th. Man City is 18th. They have lost 7 games and only won 3 games, and they have a goal difference of -5. Wow. West Brom is 19th and Crystal Palace is 20th. So that's how the Premier League table is looking. I'm happy where we are now, and hopefully in the next episode we can have something similar to what we had in this episode. But thank you. That's going to be the end of this episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked it, please give me a like, and don't forget to subscribe to never miss a video. And I will see you in my next video very soon.